Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Before we get started, I want to address that my username has been changed from Green Bunny to Robunna. If you've been a fan of the channel for many years, you might remember that the channel was called Rofire_1, and recently it was called Green Bunny. Green Bunny was too long of a username, it wouldn't fit on a lot of things, and the username Robunna looks super clean. Just look at it on the Xbox. So smooth, short, and it gets to the point. So that's going to be my username from now on. Green Bunny Puppet is not going anywhere though. And speaking of clean, content from now on is going to be well edited as well as higher quality. So stay tuned for that. Let's get into today's video. We're going to talk about my mains of Garden Warfare 2. You guys like the video? It really helps if you subscribe and like the video. And let me know down in the comments what your favorite character of each class is. Let's get right into it. Alright, let's start out with the Imp class. So what is my favorite Imp? It's definitely the Shrimp. Let me explain why. So the Shrimp, outside of his neck, his accuracy is insane. His primary is really good outside of the neck. It has really good accuracy. It's good from pretty much all ranges. Of course, from like 100 meters away, you don't really want to be using it, but like you could still do good damage, like from like 50 meters away, 25 meters away. Completely viable. So that's really fun. He's very accurate. So his primary is really good. There's a Peashooter and Hyper. You could easily just like laser them, thorn husk hop. You're gonna kill them. And the damage output is really good, along with the reload being really good. But the main reason I like this character is because, one, outside the mech, he is super fun. But of course, when you're in the mech, he becomes one of the most fun characters in the game. The Shrimp mech, arguably, in my opinion, is like the best playable thing in the game. Let's just get the water cyclone out of the way. This move has a lot of end lag, but like, if you could hit this ability, it's such a cool ability. It's just so fun. I'm not saying it's good, but like, it is so much fun to use. But the main thing is, this primary on this mech is hit scan. It is broken. It has such good accuracy, kind of like the Shrimp's regular primary. His like guns outside of the mech. You could absolutely just laser people through the air. Super good from all ranges. He's just broken. If you played the game a long time ago, he's like pre-patch Citroron. So he has a laser from range that's really good. And then of course the highlight is, of course, his movement. So you could fly across the map and you have like 350 health. You could literally just fly around and kill everyone. If you hold the jump button while you use the Shrimp jump ability, you could fly across the map and you could chain them together because you have two of them. But yeah. Shrimp is definitely my favorite Imp, and one of my favorite characters in the game. So let's move on to the next class. Alright guys, moving on to the Citrons. My favorite is definitely the Party Citron. So regular Citron is really good. My friend EXO thinks he's really good as well. The Party Citron is literally regular Citron, but just better in every single way. Of course, because he has his meter. And the meter works really well with this character because his primary is doing a ton of damage. So this character really gets a lot off his meter. Of course, meter gives you speed. When you're in the ball, you're already going faster. You could fly across the map when you have meter with this character. And then you don't know if you jump while you're in the ball and speed, you could go like really high. And it's just really fun. It's just really fun. Its primary is really fun to use. It's like the Shrimp mech, so it's like a hit scan laser. Really cool. Nothing else really to say. I just really like this character. Alright, moving on to the superhero class. My favorite superhero is Electro Brain, and if you've been a viewer for a long time, this was like my favorite character at one point. Him and Cannon were my favorite, but yeah, so if you go to settings, enable toggle aim. As you all know, I glaze this all the time. You could use the beam in the air. And with this character, his beam is super good, and I only really use the beam with punches. I don't really care about. When I play superheroes, I only really use the beam, and if you're like good at using the beam tech, you can like fly across the map and like beam people. And his beam has such a good rate of fire. It's better than regular Super Brain's rate of fire. It's just super good. His beam is really good, and like I said, if you know how to use the tech, you could just like shred people, and it's just like really fun. I really enjoy this character, and then like the way he looks too. He just looks super cool. I love his animations. He's just a great character. Can never go wrong with him if I ever want to play a superhero. I'm definitely choosing Electro Brains. For my favorite rose, we have the Fire Rose. So this character is really, really cool. Of course, it's one of the charge roses. So you charge up. There's 2 tiers. There's of course like the uncharged, but then there's like a tier 2. And it shoots out 2 projectiles I could see. 1, 2. And then they do a pretty good amount of damage. And they are different from the uncharged projectile it's shooting out 2. But then there's the 3rd charge. This thing's crazy. Of course, like the projectile speed is kind of slow, but like, look how fun this is. It's like a giant flame just like going at you. It's terrifying. I have toggling on, so. And it does 50 damage. It has huge splash. So if there's like, let's say there's someone hiding right here, you could hit them, and then you could just charge another one, and like, they're dead. And then of course they're taking damage over time for fire. So you could do like a full charge, and then you could do like a tier 2. Go 1, 2, and they're dead. Like so much damage. This character's so fun. And then you could do like a stun, and then you could just do like a tier 2, like 1, 2, and it's just like super good damage, and it's really fun if you like play the character optimally. Just a really, really cool character, and then her design is like super cool as well. I love using gold customs on her. But yeah, this has always been one of my favorites. Fire Rose is a goated character. Alright, moving on to the pirates. I think I made this pretty clear. And if you play with me in a match, I'm like always playing this character. It of course is Captain Cannon. I love this character so much. He's my favorite in the whole game. His sound effects are just like so fun. So of course he's a detonation, which you all know. But that's not the only reason I love him. I love him because of his design. He just looks super cool. And then his shotgun combo. So if you don't know what it is, if you zoom in and out, you could do a thing called a shotgun combo. So it's really, really powerful. It'll actually register your damage as 70. So like it'll come up as 70. So it's like Reg Scientist basically. You gotta be really quick with it. But you could kill people really easily, having some of the best kill times in the entire game. People rush you, and it's just like, you could just shred them. So much fun. Of course his secondary is like really good and really fun. It has a really high skill ceiling. If you could get good at detonating it from like long range, it's really, really rewarding to hit people with it. And it's really fun. Another fun thing I like doing is like shooting out and then zooming in and then detonating it. So I could shoot out, zoom in again, and then detonate it. Like it's satisfying. You could shoot out, look over there, and then zoom in again and detonate. Like that's so cool. He just has such a fun skill ceiling where you could get like really, really good with him. And like I said, up close he's really fun. I just love this character. He's so much fun. Alrighty, moving on to the corn class. My favorite is Popscorn. And may I just say, I love my customizations I made for this character. I think I cooked. Alright, so moving on to Popscorn. So he has a better projectile speed than the other corns. So basically hit scan. So if there's like a superhero jumping through the air, it's really fun just to like track him down. I have multi-shot equipped because I was talking about it in a different video, so don't mind that. So it's been a little bit since I played this character, but his projectile speed, super good. He has a ton of ammo. Like, that's an insane amount of ammo. He could just fire for a really long time. His damage is great. He's good from all ranges. Up close, he's insane. I really enjoy burst characters. And this guy is my favorite burst character in the game. I adore this character. Super awesome, really fun pick, and really good character. Now, if you know me, I don't really play soldiers too much. Like, if you ever talked to me or played with me, you probably won't see me on soldier very often. It's not that I don't like the class, I just, for whatever reason, don't really play them. They're by far my least played zombie class. However, it is really challenging for me to find a favorite. There's a couple I really enjoy. Like, I really like Centurion, I really like Sky Trooper, Camo Ranger's really cool, General's cool, Tank's cool, like they're all fun. But I don't really play them enough. I only have like 50 hours on each of them. But if I had to go with my favorite, when the character works, I love Park Ranger. Now this probably doesn't make much sense, and I think this character is so inconsistent. He only has 18 ammo, he doesn't even have an ammo upgrade. But like, something about when there's like someone standing still and you see all the numbers pop up, and when someone's standing still, like this character's damage output is actually nuts. Of course that's not going to happen often,
but when it does, it's so fun. If there's a grab nade, you just like shoot in it and they all die. Yeah, and his sound effects are really fun. And when I was younger, when the game came out, because for those who don't know, I played the game the day it came out, but then I didn't play for like 3 years till it re-released on Steam. But this was my favorite zombie. Him and the zoologist were my favorite when I was younger. And this guy, I just still like him because of that. And it's just fun. It's just really fun to get people with the stupid like cloud damage, even though it's not that good. Whenever it does work, it's just cool. I really like it. All right, moving on to the Peashooters. This is also a really hard one, and this one is a tie. So if you see me in a match, you probably have seen Ugly EP. So this is Ugly EP. He has like really weird customs, but we love Ugly EP. And then of course Law P. Law P is my plant name. So this is like the only plant I really play. I love Law P. So as much as I love EP, Law P is definitely my favorite Peashooter. Really, really close tie, but Law P comes out on top at the end. So Law P, his skill ceiling's really high. Of course, like if you have a turbo button, like you just can like shoot people and kill them, and it's so fun. Even without the turbo button though, like his accuracy is really good. He's really rewarding to play. I prefer him over Agent P because he has more health as well. He's not very customizable with his upgrades. You kind of have to run like damage, double reload. But other than that, like he's a perfect character. Like he's so rewarding to play. He has really, really good kill times. He's just like really fun. I don't really know what else to say other than him being really fun, rewarding, and just like awesome. This is my favorite planet. He's so cool. Alright, moving on to the Engineer class. So the Engineer class, this is another hard one, but I know who the answer is. I really like Mechanic. He's very fun, he's very versatile, but I think my favorite most of the time is Rhodey. Now, Mechanic and Rhodey are tied in my opinion. I really like Mechanic. He has amazing accuracy, and he's good from all ranges. But if I just want to kill people, I'm playing Rhodey, and I'm just going to go in and kill everyone. I love his extra health as well, and then he has Bolt Blaster, and then combined with the extra health, like that's a really fun combo. You can just go on your Turbo Jackhammer, just go in and just kill a group of people, and that's just so fun, and I just really enjoy it. Kind of like Law P, like you could like spam or like use a turbo button and just like kill everyone, and it's just peak. It's so fun. And then another trick you could do is you could shoot people through walls with this character. This is actually a great example on the Frontline Flats or Zomburbia. You could like shoot through the wall, and then like when they're in spawn, you could just like shoot the people through the wall. It's really fun. But that's a cool trick you could do. And just walls in general. Like if there's someone here, you could just like shoot them through the wall. So yeah, he's really fun. And like knowing when the time to like rush in with him and going in the jackhammer, and you get like a really good flank and just like kill everyone. Oh, it's so satisfying. So yeah, Rhodey Z comes out on top as my favorite engineer. Next up is the Chomper class, and this one is pretty difficult for me. But if you've been watching me for a while, I think you would know who my favorite is, and it is the Toxic Chomper. Now for those who don't know, the Toxic Chomper and the Fire Chomper are legit clone characters. They're the exact same thing. For both of these characters, I have the world records for both of them. I have the world records for most of the Chompers for high kills. But I'm trying to get back into playing Chompers, but I kind of took a big break from playing them. But kind of like Rhodey, Toxic Chomper, he's like a CPS character. Like as fast as you click, like he'll shoot out like more damage, and his area like of like spray is like huge. So unlike all the other Chompers, he has like that little bit of like a range advantage. Of course not like range, but like, you know, the area of where you can fire is definitely larger. And then I know a lot of people don't like the toxic effect, but like on a close range character, I think the toxic effect is actually pretty underrated. You could walk up to people and that extra like 5-6 damage, it can add up. That's like a whole health upgrade almost. So yeah, he's really fun. I hate that they removed when you're in Burrow and he doesn't do toxic damage anymore. It used to do that. It used to do toxic damage when you're in the Burrow. I know that's a stupid nitpick, but like it was just cool. I'm kind of sad they removed that, but other than that, really, really fun character. His damage output's insane. He has a ton of health. Yeah, he's just super fun. You go into a group of people and just kill them. Really, really cool. I love the Toxic Chomper. Alright, my favorite scientist, this one's kind of similar to the Toxic Chomper. It is Dr. Toxic. And let me explain why. Now, I made a video a year ago explaining why Paleontologist is kind of a direct upgrade. He has more ammo, he has the same rate of fire, you know, he has a crit multiplier, he has fire damage, he has splash. He's literally a direct upgrade of Dr. Toxic. But why do I like Dr. Toxic? Well, kind of similar to the Toxic Chomper, I like trolling in the energy warp and doing the toxic damage while you're in energy warp, because you could do that. I know it's stupid, but like when I'm playing against people, I get them really low and I just go in energy warp and do that. It's just so satisfying to kill people in like stupid ways. And then his primary, look how accurate this thing is. So I love like shooting people in midair. I have so many clips. I'm actually making a montage soon, and a lot of the clips are going to be Dr. Toxic clips, because for whatever reason, when I play this character, I always hit these like insane trick shots. And of course up close he's really strong, and then he does the toxic damage, which I like, and I think that's cool and fun. And he just overall is just an awesome character. I really enjoy him. He's definitely my favorite scientist because he's good from range, he's great up close, and the toxic damage is really fun. I mean, I just love like movement with him, with the heal bomb. I usually don't run energy warp, but like I really like advanced movement with this character, and I sweat with this character. He's just so cool. I think he's really fun. Also, when I'm playing with a friend, I usually pocket them with this character.
Alrighty, moving on to the Sunflower class. This is another difficult one for me. It's in between Metal Petal and Sunfarrow. So if we're talking actual primary, Sunfarrow is my favorite.
But as a whole, Metal Petal, one of my favorite characters in the whole thing. Look at that health. That's crazy. 170 with a self-heal, with an ability that gives you armor with perfect accuracy and insane damage output, along with being able to heal people. Wow. And also this character has the highest ammo capacity in the entire game with the ammo upgrade, but you don't need it because the character already has 50 ammo. I just think it's a cool fun fact. But the character, of course, is really accurate. The primary is really underrated, but like look how accurate that is. Of course, it's not like as good as the regular Sunflower's primary, but it is completely serviceable. And I honestly don't really care about speed because I'm trading off speed for 60 more health. 50 for not counting the health. That is a trade I'm willing to make. I love the Solar Flare Beam. It is one of the most brain dead, fun, instant kill abilities in the entire game. And just having armor, this is the best character to use Solar Flare Beam with because you have so much extra health. And you could put a heal flower next to you while you use the Solar Flare Beam, and it's just like, it's so fun. I love this character. A lot of people do not like this character. Whenever I tell people this is my favorite Sunflower, people are like, why? But yeah, that's why. I just really enjoy this character. Alright, moving on to the All-Star class. Who is my favorite All-Star? Well, I enjoy the faster All-Stars. Of course, Motocross Star is the fastest All-Star in the game. Tennis Star also has good speed. I also enjoy the Baseball Star. So what am I trying to say here? I enjoy the Baseball Star, but I also enjoy Motocross's Star speed. Tennis Star is kind of like a hybrid of that. Tennis Star has this speed, but has a stronger primary than Motocross Star. Motocross's Star's primary is still really good, but overall I prefer the Tennis Stars because it's more accurate. And then I really like the extra speed that Tennis Star has. So he has great damage, great speed. He's compared with his abilities really nicely, and I just really enjoy him. He's super awesome. So yeah, I always like the Tennis Star. Easily my favorite All-Star, and a really good character. Alright, ending off with the Cactus class. My favorite is easily Petrified Cactus. This character, damage is really fun, and then it has the extra health. I don't know why this character has extra health, but like 160 health is really cool, and I think why they did it is because this is more like an aggressive character, and the Cactus is like a big fat hitbox, so the extra health is like really clutch and really good. With health grid, you could live in punt. But of course this character's skill ceiling is really high, so if you get really good at hitting your debts, no one can really do anything about you. Like someone's behind a wall, you could use your debts on them. And then direct damage, this character's kill time is actually insane. Like an imp, you could kill this character in like 2 seconds. Scientist, 2 seconds. If there's someone on a roof, like they're just dead to this character. The projectile speed's slow, but the projectile size is humongous, so you're going to get that big 49 damage a lot. Of course, with the nugget mines, I could play extra aggressive, and then like with the golden walnut, it's fun too. But I actually think the cactus's abilities pair really nicely with this character. I just really like playing aggressive with this character, and it's good against the entire roster. So yeah, definitely a top tier character, one of the most broken characters in the game, and one of the most fun characters in the game. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, let me know what your guys' favorite plants are in the comments down below. Not just plants, zombies, favorite characters of each class. And let me know what you guys would like to see next. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and have a good one.